So the recession is here, and that is good for real estate. Let me explain. So historically, when headlines inflation is above 5% and unemployment is below 5%, there's a 100% chance of a recession. And this happened Q1 of 2021. Now, you probably saw this. This is about a week ago. The U.S. economy employed 118,000 less people than what was originally reported by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That is a big miss. Now, another thing to look at, there's something called the Sahm Rule. It was created by Claudia Sahm, an economist, and I believe she worked at one point for the Federal Reserve. The rule states that when a 3-month average U.S. unemployment rate increases by 0.5 percentage point from the 12-month low, we are in a recession, and this happened August 2nd. The only time the rule didn't work was 1959, when it went into effect only 6 months later. But you can see when the Sahm Rule was triggered, you had this gray period. That's a recession. That's a recession. Triggered, that's a recession. The other way to gauge whether we're in a recession or not is the inverted yield curve. So what's the inverted yield curve? It's when 2-year treasuries are paying a higher yield than 10-year treasuries. That means we're in a recession. And you can see the red right here. Red inverted yield curve, red recession, red recession, red recession, red recession. Look over here. This is where we are now. A lot of red. Now, the other thing you can look at that's a predictor of a recession is the federal funds rates. When it goes up for a prolonged period of time, we hit a recession. So this is actually from the Federal Reserve, their website. You can see they were raising the discount rate, the federal funds rate right here, recession, raised it, recession. All these gray bars are recessions after the interest rates went up. Now, look right here, boom, right there. That's where we are now. Now let's talk about a recession and housing. What happens? Housing prices have gone up 5 out of the last 6 recessions. The only time it did was during the mortgage meltdown. You can see that right here. This is from Case-Shiller. You can see the drop here, but all the other times housing prices went up. And the reason it did that, interest rates went down. It is predicted for every 1% rates drop, 5 million more people buy. So if we look right here, for example, it went from 10 to 9, 5 million more people, 16% to 11 3/4, over 21 million people, 18 to 13%, 20 million people, 11 to 8.75, over 11 million people, and so on. And that's what's going to happen moving forward. The end of this year and all of next year, rates are going to come down. There's going to be a lot more buying. In fact, historically, this is one of the lowest years on record for adjusted population and home sales. It's the lowest we've ever had on record. And so let's look at home prices. It's 1942. Over an 82-year period, 74 times housing prices have gone up. That's 90% of the time. We don't have enough housing as a nation. We need to fix this, but there's no quick fix to this. And with interest rates dropping, more buyers are going to enter the market and affordability is going to get worse. If you're thinking about buying, you need to get in. We've got 0 down programs, low down programs. If you've got credit issues, we can help you. Kurt Kessler, MLS number 365130. Thanks for watching.